Alright. Alrighty. So, welcome back, y'all. We're going live to cover some possible tornadoes within this region of the country. So, we went live because we do have a tornado warning with rotation. This is near the town of the little town of Vernon, Illinois, headed towards the towns of Clyde and Wilburton. I butchered that pronunciation. Alright, new severe thunderstorm warning for tornado possible tag for this southern storm, as we are seeing some rotation starting to try and possibly uptick in that area. So just keep an eye on that. If you're in the town of Sandoval, Salem, north of Centralia, which is a very big town, headed towards Cummindi, Alma, Luca, and Omega. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning down here for Martin, Tennessee. This is for 1.5-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning for the towns of Blytheville and Osceola, Arkansas, and really nothing in Tennessee except for the little town of Gold Dust. We do have a camera on the storm that is a public camera, so we can show it on our stream since it is public. So if it wants to load. Oh wow, that's a beautiful storm in the distance. You can see the cumulonimbus cloud. Sorry if I butchered that name.
Cumulonimbus.
Yeah, you know what I meant. You can see the rain coming down over that one area with the hail core, as you can see on radar. It also shows up if it wants to load. My radar's been taking its sweet old time today. Yeah, here is the storm. It's a pretty impressive supercell that went just north of Osceola, the worst of it. So this is definitely something to watch. And same with this storm. We had a pretty good downdraft on the storm over the town of Martin. And now it's just starting to leave. And people in Martin, you guys have another storm coming up your way. And possibly even this other one. So you guys have a few storms coming up your way. Back to the tornado warning. Yeah, these storms here are actually looking more impressive than I thought Illinois would do today.
Mm-hmm. Two areas of rotation now. Look south. Look south.
1 and 2. Oh, and 3. So 3 possible areas of rotation with these storms.
Wait, is that just like gonna be? Is that just gonna be like a small MCS? Maybe.
And this one shows up on this one. There's some broad here from St. Louis radar. Can't really tell that one. I'm gonna keep using the closest radar, which is this one. Apparently. So, and continue to watch that. Continue to watch these amazing storms down here. Let's see what our camera looks like. Let's see if there's any tree damage from that storm here in Martinsburg, if it wants to load. I guess it does not want to load. I can tell you guys on the stream if there is any tree damage. They should really probably put a severe thunderstorm watch out for this. There are some very tiny branches down. But that's it on that storm. Sorry guys if my radar omega is loading very, very slowly. And if I don't get to your questions right away. Don't know, it's probably something with my internet. Yeah, if you're watching the stream, I'm gonna close down my radar omega, so you guys are gonna see a black screen for like a hot minute. Um, um,
Please tell me you cannot hear that in the background.
I can hear some of it. Ah, I almost just dropped my whole phone on me. Alright, there you go. It's working better now. So I hope you guys can see. No, it's not loading anything. Gosh. There does not look to be any tree damage when I was looking on my phone in Martinsburg, but they also changed the angle of the camera. This rotation here, just north of Vernon, Illinois, does look like it's trying to wrap up a bit.
Sure, it's not.
What?
I say you sure it's not Vernon?
No, it's Vernon.
I'm pretty sure it's Vernon.
I said Vernon. I said Vernon.
Yeah, exactly.
I said that already.
You said Vernon. You said Vernon.
No, I did not. I don't think.
Yeah, you said Vernon. Not Vernon. It's probably Vernon.
Also, while we're at it, I'm going to talk about the upcoming severe weather for pretty much the entirety of the week. So I am gonna show you that, but once I check if my stream's actually working on other people's end. Okay, it is working. Alrighty then. So today we do have a slight risk, a very tiny one. You're used to seeing bigger slight risks, but this one today is very tiny. It's for the towns of Paducah, Cairo. Okay, I'm not gonna try to pronounce this. Let me try. Sykeston, Mayfield, Union City, Martin, Dyersburg, Covington, Humboldt, and Blytheville, and Kennett, Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Arkansas. We also have a marginal up here from Illinois all the way to South Dakota, including tiny bit of whatchamacallit, Iowa, Minnesota. We also have a marginal risk including Illinois, Kentucky, Indiana, Missouri, Tennessee, Mississippi, tiny portion of Alabama, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas. Tomorrow, though, Texas has the story again. Okay, why are you not loading? Loading. Alright. So we do have an enhanced risk, which does mean we will be live tomorrow. We'll try to pick out times and stuff for that. But we have an enhanced risk for... Okay, why did it just disappear? I accidentally clicked off. Yeah, so we have an enhanced risk for the DFW metro region, all the way to Wichita Falls, Frederick, Vernon, Breckenridge, Granham, Gainesville, Bowie, a whole bunch of towns, Thrackerville. We also have a slight risk, 2 out of 5, for Shreveport, Monroe, Texarkana, Longview, Tyler, Paris, Southside OKC metro region, College Station, Killeen, Waco, San Angelo, Brady, Abilene, Big Spring, Snyder, Altus, and Lawton, Oklahoma. We also have a marginal for Memphis, Jackson, all the way into parts of Alabama, parts of Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico border, San Antonio, Houston, and that parts of Louisiana. This is for tornado. We do have a 5% tornado risk for DFW, Shreveport to College Station to Killeen. We also have a 15% wind from way out here near Seymour all the way to Monroe, including the DFW, Texarkana, Shreveport, and Wichita Falls metro regions on a 5% all the way to Alabama, Memphis, down to the Mexico border. But hail is why we have an enhanced risk. We have a 30% hatched hail for this region, including DFW, Wichita Falls, Vernon. So just keep your cars inside. Make sure your cars are in a safe spot if you are going to work for the day. Day 3. You probably thought it was just a one-day severe weather event. Well, nope. We have a multi-day severe weather event. On day 3, which is Tuesday, we have a slight risk from parts of Mississippi through most Louisiana, through all of eastern Texas, southern Arkansas, southern Oklahoma, including DFW, Houston, San Antonio, Abilene, Shreveport, Baton Rouge, and Woodville, Mississippi. Day 4 is looking
No way.
Day 4 on Wednesday
Never mind.
is looking very concerning, with the potential, based on what what me and Jaden were looking at on the models, looking like possible violent tornadoes based on the
Strong
NAM.
too violent. Mm-hmm.
Now, we're not saying it's going to happen by any means.
Yeah, good downtrend.
We are just trying to say that you need to be weather aware if you're in this yellow area, which this yellow area includes Hattiesburg, Montgomery, Tuscaloosa, Jackson, all the way up to Southside Memphis suburbs, Shreveport, the entire state of Louisiana, almost the entire state of Mississippi, except for the far northern half, which I would not be surprised if they extend that a tad bit up there. So yeah, and the Florida Panhandle. We also have day 5 on Thursday. This goes from through the Carolinas, including South Carolina, most of parts of Georgia, down into most of northern Florida, including Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Gainesville, Dothan, Alabama, a whole bunch of places. They don't have a risk on day 6, but they keep mentioning it for the Mid-Atlantic, and based on models, I would not be surprised if we get one for this region. So if you're in that area that I just circled, be a little weather aware if you're in the Mid-Atlantic. We don't usually get severe weather here in the Mid-Atlantic during this time of year. We usually get it during the summer, late spring, early summer, late spring and then all throughout the summer. So just be careful. And then they also mentioned day 8 for the plains, which would most likely be for this area. So if you're anywhere in that area, just be alert for next weekend. Any questions if you're watching? Any questions if you're watching in the chat? We do still have rotation here on this Illinois storm. This is headed right over the town of Wilburton. So if you're in the town of Wilburton, you should be already in your basements. If you're in the towns of Wilburton, La Claude, Vernon, you need to be in your shelters. Alright, if you're in the town of Centralia, get inside and away from windows. You guys just got a severe thunderstorm warning. Here, if you guys have any questions about your locations on what severe weather your locations are gonna expect, please ask them. I will answer all of them.
You mentioned day 5, by the way, for the Carolinas and Georgia.
Yeah, I already talked about that.
I think our 2 most significant days are going to be Wednesday and Thursday, but mostly Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday's looking very concerning.
But I don't know too much about Thursday yet because we haven't gotten into range on the NAM for Thursday, so that could be concerning too. I don't know.
But right now, our main focus and concern is about Wednesday for most of this
What do you
Mississippi.
just do that, Adrian?
What? Uh, so again, if you guys are watching and you have any questions about any of your locations, please ask and I will answer. I would not. I mean, this day, if you are, I'm really gonna highlight this area is where the NAM was showing the best severe weather. Even you can even narrow that down to be right in this area. If you're in that area that I just circled, yes, if you're anywhere in this yellow area, you need to be on alert. But if you're mainly in this littler yellow circle, that is looking like the best area for strong to violent tornadoes based on the NAM. Once we get the HRRR in, we'll have different words and different things about it, but we just have to wait till the HRRR and close range models come into picture. Um, it's really looking like along the Mississippi River, from Greenville to Jackson, Mississippi to Baton Rouge to Alexandria to Monroe. That like in between those cities is looking like the best zones for severe weather. Um, right in this right in this region is looking like the best area for severe weather.
Ooh, you might have to check the cells in northwestern Tennessee. They're starting to rotate.
Really?
There's two cells in particular, unwarned too. Not a severe thunderstorm, or there's actually three cells. I lied. Three cells in Tennessee
Oh
that
yeah,
are rotating.
I see that.
Two of them have a hook, and one is trying to develop one.
Wow. I'm definitely watching. Um, so if you guys have any questions, please ask them. We want you to be prepared in your location in case your location does in fact have severe weather or winter weather like up here in Wyoming. I'm surprised they haven't even put a severe thunderstorm on these ones in Tennessee, northwestern TA, Tennessee.
There was a tornado in Iowa today.
What?
Mm-hmm. I reposted it.
Check it out. So again, if you guys are watching, here's my Twitter if you want to
Yeah,
follow
there's
it.
tornado. There's damage too, by the way.
Really?
Rather
What?
significant to a barn. The barn is completely destroyed. Surprisingly, from that rope
So it was a
tornado.
violent rope, is what you're saying.
Well, I wouldn't say it was violent, but it was probably strong.
You know what I meant by violent, like strong rope. Violent for a rope tornado. There we go.
I guess.
What do you think that's gonna be rated?
I don't know. Probably EF1 or 2. It depends on how strong the shed was, though. Or not the shed, the farmhouse. It's probably not that strong, so yeah, probably like low end EF2.
This year has been a year of EF2s so far, I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
This year has had definitely a very good amount of EF2s. Again, if you want me to tell you your location's weather for this week, if it has severe weather, or just whatchamacallit, severe weather, winter weather, flooding, anything. Do we have any flooding risks? I forget. Let me check. Today,
I think we do.
no. Tomorrow we do. Okay, so tomorrow we have a slight risk for
Yeah,
flooding
not.
for Little Rock, Hot Springs, Pine Bluff, Shreveport, Tyler, Texarkana, Greenville, Paris, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, a little bit of Oklahoma, and part of Mississippi. Turn around, don't drown. We have a moderate risk for flooding on day 3. This is for Greenville, Pine Bluff, Texarkana, Shreveport, Monroe. Please,
I wouldn't be surprised if that high risk.
please, if you see floodwaters, do not drive in them. Don't be that idiot. And yes, I'm being blunt. Don't be that idiot to drive into water when it's flooded. If you see a puddle of water, it's probably deep enough to submerge your car. Just assume that. Even though it might not be, just assume that if you see a pond of water on the road. On day 4, we have a large slight for the entire state of Alabama, most of Georgia, Panhandle, Florida, um, southern Tennessee, parts of North and South Carolina, most of Mississippi, and parts of Louisiana, including New Orleans. And on day 5, we have a slight risk for Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Maryland, Roanoke, no, not Roanoke, Virginia, West Virginia, North Carolina, and Tennessee. And we have to talk about our fire risk, because we do have a large one. For today, we have a critical risk. This is for Lubbock, Clovis, Plainview, Haverford, Snyder. Please don't burn anything. Don't throw a cigarette into grass. Just be smart about it. We also have an elevated risk all the way up into Denver, all the way into Kansas, western Oklahoma, most of western Texas, and Amarillo's included, Denver, Pueblo, Wichita, Goodland, all those cities. Tomorrow, we also still have a critical risk for Hobbs, Roswell, and Carlsbad. Just don't burn anything. Please. Oh, that one county is in both. This one county right here. If you're in the town of Morton, you're in both days for fire risk. So just as an FYI. And yeah. Here's our drought. We do have a severe drought down here. Exceptional drought down here in parts of New Mexico. Pretty bad drought up here in Iowa. Really no drought on the East Coast besides this little area of the Carolinas. Moderate drought there. Just abnormally dry. So definitely some conditions that you have to watch. Now you're probably wondering, how are the next few weeks gonna go with temperature wise? 6 through 10 day. Well above average for the northern tier and pretty much the entirety of the East Coast. Washington State being the only state to be below average. On the 8 through 14 day, California well above average, Northeast above average, Upper Plains average, Southern Plains slightly above average. Still not extremely above, but still slightly above. Right through 4 weeks, about 75% of the country is above average. Actually, 80%. And this only area that's average is Arizona and California. 1 month out, this can change. A lot of above average in the northern tier, southeast average, southwest average. 3 months out, this could change. Mostly above average, which is during the summer, which might suck because it's going to be another very, very hot summer. It's going to be like last year, but maybe even slightly hotter for parts of Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Kansas, Missouri, and stuff. So, now precipitation. Day 6 through 10, the Carolinas, Georgia, and Florida, and the West Coast are below average. For the entirety of the central
Seeing images
USA,
on I'm seeing images on Twitter of a fat wall cloud in northwestern Tennessee.
I'll check that out real quick after this. 8 through 14 day, East Coast above, West Coast below, 3 Southeast above, Northwest below. 1 month, a very oh, that's concerning. 1 month out, Ohio is both above average and above average in precip, very above average in precip, and very above average in temperatures. So that's definitely to watch. And then above average for the month 3 months out. Ooh, plains. All right, you said there's a fat wall cloud on which storm? Which storm is that wall cloud on? Did you repost it? Oh, I see it. Um, Ripley, Tennessee. Where's Ripley? I don't know where that is. So yeah. Oh, there it is. On this southern storm, there's a wall cloud. And somebody also caught it in Arkansas. So it's definitely there. There's definitely some rotation too. It's trying to ramp up a bit. Definitely have to watch that storm. And what is that storm doing way down there in Arkansas? Does that have a hook? Oh yeah, those storms down in just west of Memphis, those storms are rapidly developing as well. Um, yeah. So definitely are watching these storms in Arkansas and Tennessee and Illinois even. We still have a tornado warning out for the town of Laclade, so stay in your shelters there. I have 2 areas of tornado possible with this line of storms. Um, apparently there was a gator in somebody's house in Florida. Apparently. So I reposted it. What are your thoughts on today? Do you think today? Oh, you're muted. Um, Jaden, what are your thoughts on? Do you think these storms in Arkansas have a good chance of doing something? Jaden. Oh, he's muted. So you do have to be weather aware tonight. Pretty much, if you are in the lower Mississippi River Valley, or I'm just gonna say the state of Louisiana, you especially northern Louisiana, you need to be prepared. If you're anywhere in this corridor, you need to be prepared. And even you can extend that into the mid Atlantic up there. We still have a tornado warning here in Illinois that expires in 3 minutes, and we'll end our stream in about 10 minutes. Just in case one of these cells does something within the next, like, 20 minutes. Let's see that northern one. That northern one's looking really nice. Hmm. I'm watching these storms here develop, especially the southern one. That one's looking really nice. Let's see if this camera faces that direction. It does. Nice. And do you think today we could have tornadoes down here in Arkansas and Tennessee?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which
Yes.
state? Which state will have their tornado warning first?
Arkansas. Because of all those cells popping up.
Yeah, I know.
And they're already rotating.
This always happens.
They're almost all rotating.
Like, why is Memphis like one of those types of cities wherever a storm forms west of it, it always seems to start rotating? I noticed. No tornado warnings officially. I would not be surprised if we get one soon, especially within this area of the country. This area looks very favorable for tornadoes right now. And what is the cape in this area anyway? And like, what are the ingredients looking like? MEBC hourly method analysis. Oh, we have like 1,500 cape in that area. Wow. We have a lot of cape, supercell composite. We have a lot of that. Sigtor.
Perfect Supercell in Western Tennessee,
What?
south of Dyersburg.
Oh yeah,
Look
look
at that
at
perfect Supercell in Dyersburg.
what is that cell doing?
It's just perfect.
There's no way this little camera went down. What? Alright, let's check this one then. Okay.
Someone has a very large lowering on that cell, south of Dyersburg.
Did you repost it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm checking, alright. Your page. Wow. Yeah, that's definitely concerning. They should probably put a tornado warning on that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder why they're not. They could put it as like at least a radar indicated at that. Yes, we have a camera in the path of it in Gibson County, Tennessee. I'm watching that county. I have it up on my stream, and it looks to be a pretty nice looking storm. Go look at my stream, you can see it.
Mm-hmm. Look at the cell northwest of Haines, Arkansas. There's a CC drop, but I think that's hail.
What storm?
But the velocity couple also matches up. Northwest of Haines.
I see it. That storm. That goofy supercell. Only in
Pretty sure it's hail, though.
only in Arkansas.
I
No, I'm
am
kidding.
90% sure it's hail. We don't talk about the other 10%.
What's that storm doing down? It's further south, west of that one. It's like it's rotating as well. Why do we have so many goofy supercells forming here in Arkansas?
Imagine if we just get a tornado outbreak out of nowhere.
On a 5% day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised with all these sales if they can get their act together. Definitely have something on our hands. Yeah, and also for tomorrow, I would not be surprised to see upwards of close to 10 inches of rain throughout parts of Arkansas and Mississippi. That tomorrow's looking significant for um whatchamacallit. Sorry guys. Tomorrow is looking significant for rain. Not tomorrow. You know, yeah, no, it's tomorrow for rain in this region. Yeah, so let me just check the NAM. And then we will continue with our day. Continue with what we're covering, I should say. Now we just got a new tornado. Oh, fine. Okay. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning for just south of Dyersburg. This is for Halls and parts of Trenton. This is for 1 in 60-mile-per-hour wind and less than 50-mile-per-hour winds. Sorry guys, the model is loading. So waiting for it to load. Sorry, guys. The NAM is still loading. It usually takes long, so.
Give me a list. That's what I'm asking for. So I can get the things done that I'm bothered about it. Give me a list. I will find that. So give me a list. Okay. Give me a list. This out of list.
Yeah, so this is the NAM model for tomorrow. Wants upwards of a foot of rain, which is a little overdone, but I'm saying it would be close to a foot, especially within this region. I would not be surprised if tomorrow we get a high risk for flooding for this whole entire region right here. So it'd be this area's technical first high risk of the year, but it's for flooding, not no, in no means is it for severe weather. Um, let's see what the GFS has for the whole week for precipitation. So it'll take a bit to load, guys, so just bear with me. Sorry, guys, keep bearing with me. It's loading.
I expect a tornado warning soon. Southwest of, actually no, just due south of Dyersburg, Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the GFS to load to show the rainfall.
What does it look like I'm doing, Mom? Mom, what does it look like I'm doing? Mom, Mom, yeah, I know. I cannot. I don't want to. When? Now is a nice stuff, Papa.
You guys, it's just taking a bit to load. I'm gonna just tell you about it. I'll just pull it up on my end. Unless this loads faster. Whichever one loads faster, I will tell you. Nope. Nope. It's about to load. So, we will just continue to talk. Yeah, so this week is going to be very active with severe weather throughout the country.
I like it.
It's about 75% loaded. I know, guys. I know it's taking a long time, but that's what happens with a big model and a big program. So
Oh yeah, that's right. The 5% tornado risk today was right over the New Madrid fault line. Yeah. Right in the area.
I'm sorry. I know it's taking a while, but so we do have a severe thunderstorm warning here in Tennessee. This is for just south of Dyersburg. We also have severe thunderstorm warnings over here for Centralia, Salem, Louisville, Illinois, and yeah, just Illinois up here. We have winter storm side up here, up to a foot possible of snow, up to 3 feet in some of the mountains over here in Wyoming and Montana and South Dakota.
I like how we have cells popping up from Texas all the way up to Illinois and Iowa.
We do now? Oh, geez. I mean, we do have a marginal all the way down into Texas, so
Hmm.
2% tornado risk down there, so there is a chance. They never said it was 0 down there.
I'm watching the cells in eastern Arkansas. They look the most interesting right now, and western Tennessee.
I'm just waiting for the GFS to load on my radar on my so I can show the amount of rain that they've won this whole entire week. Alrighty, it has loaded. So this week ends on the. I'm just gonna do. Well, okay. So in parts of Arkansas and southern Missouri, the GFS wants upwards of 6, even 7 inches. Same with Mississippi. This one band in Alabama, southern Georgia, 3 to 5 inches of rain. Rain upwards of an inch possible. So yeah. Alright, let me see these cells popping up now in Louisiana. Oh yeah, we do have a few cells popping there. So yeah, we are watching these cells pop up from top to the bottom. Sorry guys, I was just texting somebody. If you guys have any questions about your locations and what's gonna happen there, please ask. That one cell in Arkansas is really looking impressive. So, 1 second.
So let's say Jason does it in 14 minutes. And then. No, it's twice a day for it. You do it twice a day? Yes, in the morning and at night. I wouldn't know if you guys doing it twice a day. Maybe today's night. It's not doing it once a day. Times 14 days that we're gone, that would be $84. So if Jada does 500, he gets 50, right? I need to do 500, he gets 50. How is it me? You do it. You're going to be more than just a lead pass. And we were $3 for it.
I think I'm gonna go. All right. I think I'm gonna go. All right.